September 10th, 2018. That's the last time Italy lost 1,122 days ago. September 10th, 2018, over 3 years ago. The Calcio guys did not even exist at that point. Here on the Calcio guys, Adriano Donardo, Gianni Del Colli, I'm Nicholas Di Giovanni, and joining us this week is Mass Riccio. Mass, how's it going?
Great, guys. How are you guys doing?
Not too bad.
Could be better, but as we all know, there's better days ahead. But today was a rough one. But Master, glad to have you on again, spur of the moment. So thank you so much for coming on.
Thanks for having me on, guys.
So as I mentioned, 2-1 loss to Spain in the Nations League semifinals. Kind of a weird game. I mean, Italy goes down to 10 men right before half, lose 2-1. Different kind of formations all game. 37. So they lose a streak of 37 unbeaten. That was their record. So hopefully now they, go another 3 years without losing. But honestly, guys, think about it. We've never started a podcast talking about an Italy loss. Put that into perspective. Like, there's little toddlers running around out there who've never seen Italy lose. As long as they're 3 years old or less, they don't even... They probably don't know what's going on, but they've never seen Italy lose either. But I think this was kind of a revenge win for Spain too, after losing in the Euro semifinals. But to Calcio Twitter, we were just talking about it right before, it went off. I think a lot overreaction. I mean, me too. I'm upset about the loss. Of course, I wanted Italy to win this, like all of us. But at the end of the day, we already won the Euros. I'm not going to call it a Mickey Mouse competition, because if Italy won, we wouldn't be calling it that. But, it is a minor competition. It would have been nice to win in front of the home crowd. Milan, it seems like they have bad luck at the Stadio San Siro. They have one win in their past 6 games at the San Siro, five draws. The last time they won was in 2012 at the San Siro. And before that was in 2005. So, they should play elsewhere than the San Siro. I think it's the place of the worst memories at this point. But I don't know. What did you guys make of the game?
Mas, if you want to share your thoughts right off the bat, hit us with it.
I mean, look, hats off to Luis Enrique and that Spain squad, right? They gave us a hard time in the Euros. We barely got away with a win on that one. So to expect us to show up against Spain in the Nations League and expecting it to be easier this time around just because we're champions of Europe, it wasn't gonna be that way. Luis Enrique was gonna adapt to whatever lineup we threw out there. You saw how he causes problems for our midfield. He knew that was our strength. It's going to be interesting because this sets up Mancini and the Azzurri now to kind of look forward and move past the lineup that worked for us and to look for answers elsewhere. I'm not saying, I say look for answers elsewhere. I'm not panicking here. We have an absolute embarrassment of riches in terms of options for the team. So I think we just kind of mix it up and start to see what else can work instead of just sticking with tried and true, because I think that's what happened today. We rolled out with tried and true. Maybe save for Bernardeschi starting and Bastoni. So we got to see if we got some answers elsewhere on the team, and we go from there. It's not all bad. Everything comes to an end, guys. I mean, like you said, 3 years unbeaten. We're gonna go for what, a century unbeaten? That makes no sense, guys. We're bound to lose. It was like you were saying about Calcio Twitter. It's just hilarious how everyone just starts overreacting and everyone starts attacking everyone else's team players and stuff. It's everyone's just got to calm down. Now we're using the excuse the Nations League is a Mickey Mouse. It's not really a Mickey Mouse term. It's it's not important, but you want your team to win though. Say like it is. You want your team to win. So we'll see what happens moving on forward now.
Yeah, Matt, you bring up some good points. Nick, said, guys, it's been 3 years. We haven't seen Italy lose. Obviously we're a bit sour because we haven't felt that loss or a losing sensation in a long, long time with the Azzurri. Okay, some disappointing draws in between there, but to really take an L, we haven't done in 3 years. So obviously it stung. And again, turning around like you guys mentioned and saying, oh yeah, okay, but it's just Nations League. Yeah, okay, it's just Nations League. But we would have won, like Nick said. We would have went to the final. We would have won. We would have been partying like it was, the Euros, like it was '06. So I don't want to fucking hear that bullshit. That's number one. Just moving forward, I mean, I think from the hop, I think a lot of people pointed out to the formation. Not even the formation, maybe the player selection in the formation. Again, like Matt said, sticking with the 4-3-3. Kind of with that false nine, if you will. I don't know. Today it showed that we didn't have a true nine up top, and we mentioned it just before getting on here. It kind of showed, and again, it's not pinpointing, either of those three attackers particularly. It showed that fluidity and that flexibility up top wasn't there. And I don't know, guys, but I know, and I'm not in panic mode either, like Mas. I do agree with that. But this is probably one of the worst Italy performances we've seen in a long time. Obviously we knew we were going to get dominated, with possession. I think I'm checking here. We had just over 25% possession. Guys, you're not going to win a Calcio match with under 30% possession. So that's kudos to Spain. That's kudos to Luis Enrique, fantastic manager. And we saw it in the Euros. I remember I'm having flashbacks. Me and Gianni at Chocharo's here in Eastern Montreal. Getting dominated, but it came. Unfortunately, today it didn't come. A bit late. Obviously, Mas's boy Pellegrini, Johnny's boy Pellegrini, kind of giving us some hope at the end there, which was, again, fantastic play by Chiesa, our guy. Yeah, there you go. Mas getting a little kiss from Pellegrini there on the Skype call.
I'm not going to represent the captain in my background.
Exactly. But yeah, I don't know. I think it was a little bit too late. They put on the pressure. Obviously down 10 men didn't help there, but it was just a strange game from top to bottom. Gigio didn't look there, obviously, getting booed by his his own people. It's a bit embarrassing, but it was expected. But at the same time, I think he was flustered a bit at the beginning. There was that shot, I think, by Marcos Alonso that, 9 times out of 10, Gigio just parries that away, and it's no problem. It goes to his hands off the post. We get lucky with a Bonucci clearance. So it's things like that. But again, I don't think this was all on Gigio in terms of the goals that were let in. The defense wasn't up to par. I know we were messaging back and forth, guys. I think Nick mentioned it. Why wasn't it Chiellini Bonucci? I know, it's hats off to Bastoni. He deserved some playing time, but I think we could have went the normal route with our defense. But again, we move on. It's 37 games. We got the record like we all wanted. We won the Euros, which again is the bigger of competitions. But again, it still stings, going out to Spain and not racking up another trophy to cap off such a great campaign for the Azzurri.
I just tweeted right before coming on. I'm like, I cannot recall for the life of me when the last time Italy did well with an actual false nine formation. Like they did well, like to the point where they were dominant with that false nine formation. Every game that I've seen this false nine, it just doesn't come to any type of success. And it's not the shit on the players that are playing in this formation. I mean, they're good at what they do. They're good at playing their actual role as wingers. But it's not shameful to say that they don't have that capacity to actually play in a formation that requires them to, let's say, juggle 2 roles at the same time. And I think that's what happens every time they do this. Insigne is not a terrible player. He's a fantastic playmaker, but he's not the guy that's going to be able to finish. He'll take those shots from the wide angles, but if he's up front, he's not going to be the guy that's going to be able to do it, and we saw it today. This is why not having a player like Immobile hurts, because even though Immobile might not be scoring 24/7 or 5 goals every game that everybody wants him to, he's still a threat in the box for defensemen to consider. And that's what makes Immobile great, and that's why, like, a striker, well, mind you, it's not his fault he's injured, but like that's why we should play the formation with an actual striker. Everyone's crying for Moise Kean. Everyone's crying for Raspadori. none of those players would have made a difference today. I mean, unfortunately I wasn't able to watch second half. I was gone, but I'm pretty sure even when Keane came on down to 10 men, obviously it's not his fault either that they were down to 10 men. Thank you, Bonucci. But when we were down to 10 men, I'm pretty sure he wasn't that much of a difference maker as he was versus the mighty Lithuania that people were praising him for, So I'm getting off topic here. What I'm trying to say is that false nine formation is cute, but it's never good, and it's never worked out very well. And we don't have the players that are able to do it. It's not saying that they're bad players. It's just they don't have the capacity. So I think Mancini needs to come up with a different strategy on that front. But besides that, the crosses were near perfect for Spain. Well, perfectly executed. Bastoni was a bit off on his man there, but he still made an attempt to swipe that ball away. Couldn't get to it. I mean, I would say that like both goals, they were just so well played. Like there was nothing you can do. And Donnarumma, even though he was a bit rusty, still did a good enough job. Can't say much about it, especially in a stadium where you have like people just whistling at you and jeering you like crazy. So I'll give credit to him. Given that's going on in the back of his mind, he was still pretty professional to kind of play around it. It sucks. It is a stinging loss, especially because you're down to 10 man. But at the end of the day, I have to say that this is a trophy that would be nice to have, but it's not like as if we're never going to get another shot at it, and it's not like as if it's the end all be all of trophies. I'd rather now than in the World Cup. That's all I can say.
That's fair.
Yeah,
That's fair.
And you guys talk about the false line. I really don't think that was the problem tonight. They had you said 25% possession. That's insane. Like, I mean, that's Spanish football anyways. That's how they're going to attack. I didn't mind that, they went for a false nine, but don't forget, they only played like that for 45 minutes, right? Second half, Berdineski subbed off for Chiellini. They played down to 10 men. So you can only make a judgment from the first 45 minutes of 11v11, right? And at that point, it was 1-0 Spain. Bernardeschi at the post, and Insigne missed 2 chances. So I don't think it was the offense that sunk Italy, because I really don't think without number 9 either Immobile, Belotti, prime Balotelli, prime Vieri. I don't care who you put there. They're not scoring because you're not getting service at 25% possession. So for me, the 2 mistakes, right? It's Bastoni not marking his man, and then getting Bonucci getting the 2 yellows. Say what you want. I think it's pretty bullshit. Because
the first one was bullshit.
The first one is him talking to the referee as a captain. You want to give a yellow for the elbow? Whatever, that's fine.
Yeah.
But
no, the first yellow
was
soft. Guys, the first yellow was so soft that nobody even remembered it. You know what I'm trying to say? Like
exactly.
It was one of those things. It's like, oh fuck, Bonucci was he got a straight red or he got 2 yellows. Like nobody even fucking knew.
I thought Barella got a yellow for some reason. I don't know what it was that I was watching that had me thinking Barella had the yellow, but no, it was weird.
Yeah.